Hello, I am Aaron, and welcome to another video. Today, we're going to talk about my thoughts on Edge in NXT. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe for more wrestling-related content. So I want to start off by saying I think Edge in NXT is like the coolest thing. What a time to be a wrestling fan, really. That scene with Edge and Pete Dunne and Finn Balor in the same ring is just one of those things you would never think you would ever see. So getting to see that is beyond cool. Honestly, it gave me chills. And on top of all of that, we got the announcement of Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne at TakeOver Vengeance Day. And that match, Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne, is an absolute dream match for me. It's been a dream match for so long. So finally getting to see it makes me so happy. But back to Edge. I find it really interesting, the decision to put Edge in NXT, seeing as he's a returning Hall of Famer. So having him in NXT doesn't really seem like a thing they would typically do. But I love the spotlight being put on NXT. And just imagine if NXT is the main event, well, one of the main events of WrestleMania, that would be history making and incredible. Personally, NXT is like the greatest brand. So having Edge in NXT and Edge battling for the NXT title, no matter who it's against, is just incredible. I'm personally hoping for Finn versus Edge because Finn is one of my absolute favorites. So Finn versus Edge, I just think would be insane to watch. But as Edge said, him and Pete Dunne are very similar, so that could also be a really interesting match. One match I really think we need to get before Edge is done in NXT is Edge versus Tommaso Ciampa. To me, Tommaso Ciampa is probably the closest in WWE right now to Edge, as far as his style and his just overall character. He's very rugged and like does anything to win kind of thing, which is very similar to the way Edge was in his prime. So when Edge said that NXT is what really got him passionate about wrestling again and lit that fire under him to just want to come back, that's very similar to my relationship with NXT. NXT, it's just different, and it's different in a good way. Until next time, see you later.